Okay, this is Joseph Parker for the Kirkwood College coaching class. I'm doing the wrist hyperextension taping with my work colleague Parker Trelka has agreed to be my subject. I don't have a lot of experience with taping wrists, but we're just going to try and do what we learned in the course and do a good wrist hyperextension taping. So Parker, if you could stick your hand out like this and keep your fingers straight. We're first going to apply the pre-wrap because I don't want to rip all of your skin off when I tear this off. So we're going to have pre-wrap on both the arm side, and apologies, this pretty cheap pre-wrap, but I'm going to wrap both the forearm and get it up into your wrist so that we get a good pre-wrap. So that's our pre-wrap. That is good to go. From there, if you could show your pre-wrap to the camera a little bit. Not the greatest pre-wrap job, but it's getting the job done for Parker's hypothetical hyperextended wrist. From here, we're going to apply our anchors. So, anchor number one, again, not the highest quality of tape and not the greatest anchor, but I have to cut this off with scissors because, again, not the highest quality tape. That is anchor number one. Try to apply it to the pre-wrap and get a better anchor for anchor number two. Straight across. That is anchor number two. And then we'll get a third anchor just because I want this to be anchored pretty good. Anchor number three. You doing okay?
Doing great.
All right. Trying to do this tight enough to make a good demonstration without cutting off your circulation, because you will not be wearing this very long. That is anchor number three. Again, not the greatest, but it'll do. And then we will make anchor number four, which will go on both this side and this side of the thumb. So we'll start with anchor number four. And kind of bring it through the hand and thumb. That might have been a little excessive, but that is anchor number four. So if you could show your anchors up to the camera, we now have our anchors complete. From there, since this is a hyperextended wrist, we are going to apply our fan. I pre-made the fan, so we won't spend time doing it during the video. So for the fan, you're going to, I'm trying to keep your wrist from hyperextending. So now instead of being straight, you're going to get a little bit of flexion in there, just like that. Not too much. Just a little bit. Okay, that's good to go. From there, we're going to apply our fan, and this is to keep your wrist from hyperextending. And again, I don't want to do this too tight on you. In practice, this would be, very tight per the video so that you do not hyperextend your wrist. Now we have our fan. In the video, it says you can make a second fan if your person has a very hyperextended wrist, or if their arms are pretty big but you have pretty small arms. And for the demonstration, I'm just going to do one fan. I would just apply a second fan on top of the first fan, and then from there we are just going to close it all off and apply some post tape. And I won't overdo this on you because we're going to be cutting this off pretty soon, but I'm just going to close it all off. Across the thumb as well. And that is a taped wrist. So, to review the steps that we did, we put the pre-wrap on, put some anchors on, put the fan on, and then applied the tape over the fan to hold it all in place. And so, you can see this side, again, pre-wrap, pretty low quality pre-wrap, but that is the wrist taping for the hyperextended wrist. The ankle will come up next.